Okay, we're going to an episode of On Point EDC to have a really cool pen for you guys from the brand Machine Era. A little about them: they were founded back in 2013 out of the good old US of A, with all their products coming out of their shop in Richmond, Virginia. They're using Swiss type turning techniques to produce aerospace level tolerances to ensure the highest levels of fit and finish. Now, in terms of the type of product, of course, this would be a custom pen, some key characteristics design, which you're looking for something within this space. You're going to want a unique design language. You're going to want something that's fun and fidgetable in terms of its actuation. And then, of course, premium materials and construction are always nice, especially when you're paying those premium prices. This is their new field pen, and you guys can see there's two different actuators on there. There's the click and the twist option. And the cool thing is you can actually swap these out, which I will be doing for you guys in this video. So with all that said, let's go ahead, zoom the camera out, get this piece in hand, and take a closer look. Okay, guys, before we jump in, quick customary wristwatch check. As you guys can see, I have this really awesome RZE on, and it is awesome. This is actually one of their newer releases in the Pro form. One of the nice things that you got was a toolless micro adjust clasp, as well as this really great enamel dial, all titanium. Definitely in the theme of titanium today with this pen. And of course, yeah, something a little angular, something a little bit more adventurous and futuristic. Hey, you're getting that here. So let's take a look. And you guys can see you do actually get this. This is optioned up to have the blue anodized clip, and yeah, this would go for $110. Big shout out to the brand for sending this piece in for me to share with you guys. In regular titanium with just a normal titanium clip, it's going to be $99, and then you can get it for $89 in brass, but it'll still have a titanium clip, non-anodized. The construction is going to be 6AL-4V grade 5 titanium and a beautiful satinized finish, as you guys can see here. And I will say, wow, this thing is produced at a very, very high level. The machining on here, I'm trying to get it to focus. There we go. Look at that. This is really, really nice. And again, as a watch collector and a gear collector, when you see finishes and tolerances this tight, it's just something that is really, really impressive. Guys, check out the grooves there, the satin. This thing is really, really well done. And I think the price doesn't really tell you that much, because $100 is kind of the going rate for a nice usable titanium pen these days, but you're getting something that I think is really different here. One, it's really cool. It has this kind of single body piece design. Like, essentially you can just unscrew the actuator and everything else is solid. Very, very cool. Also the finishing, again, very cool. And the price point, believe it or not, $100 is pretty good, considering you can get stuff that costs $100. It is going to come from overseas, made in China. This is made, in Richmond, Virginia, and it's made to a very, very high tolerance, and it's finished as such. It's finished in a beautiful satin versus something to where, you can kind of hide some of the ugliness of industrial machining, let's say by, either, tumbling it, sandblasting, bead blasting, or anything like that. Like, this is going to have a much nicer, more uniform finish. You're also getting this nice kind of functional minimalism, very smooth, but you have like grooves that are here, not just for looks, but to actually grip the writing utensil, which is great. The length is just under 4 inches at 4.9 inches, and then it's going to be a thickness of just under 10 millimeters at just about 9.4 millimeters around here. I would say probably around from this section here of the body, which is the majority. Of course, it is going to flare out a little bit there, but your hand isn't really there, so let's just focus on this length. Let's just say width, and then it's about 1 ounce, and that is in the titanium specification. So this is really cool, and it has an amazing little clicker here that is very smooth. And being a clicker, I should probably not call it a clicker because it doesn't click. It's more of a pusher, a plunger. Fully mechanical though, fully metal. but it's not going to give you a satisfying click if that's what you're looking for. It actually gives you a very smooth, it's still satisfying, but it's not going to give you that audible or tactile click that you might be used to with click pens. It definitely feels a lot more hydraulic. Still very fun to fidget with, if you ask me. You're just not going to get that clicking feel. The interesting thing is, if you swap out to the twist top here, the twist actuator, you actually do get a slight click in terms of, I don't know if it'll be audible, but it definitely is something that you can feel in terms of the tactile engagement. Check that out. Very, very cool. Boom, 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 boom. Very nice. And then you guys can see here, also very cool. And I'm just gonna go ahead and push this in, twist it down. And it's really just that easy. Twist it so it came out. I'm gonna ooh, yeah, there's like it's a slight click, but it's like a hydraulic click, like, ooh, yeah. And I think it's probably because it's still spring loaded down here. Also, you're gonna see very tight tolerance around the opening. Check that out. So you're not going to have any tip wiggle because that is really dialed in. But yeah, I don't know. There's something about this is very cool, very different. And let me get it to focus there. Almost aesthetically, yeah, it kind of looks like your pen's wearing a beanie. But yeah, I think in terms of the way it feels, there's something that's very cool about that. And then of course, when you break the detent on it, it just wants to go back, thanks to kind of that spring-loaded section of it, right? So instead of it pushing the plunger back down, it's going to be pushing your pen back. So you're going to have a nice little, oh man, look at the finish, the satin on this blue anodized titanium clip. Ooh, very, very cool. But yeah, I don't know, I kind of dig this just because it's a little bit more different. Little twist action, boom. I have a lot of click pens. I have a lot of bolt actions. So the fact that we're still able to find stuff that is just impressive in 2024, I don't know, there's something that I really can appreciate about that. So getting into kind of the in-hand ergonomics, it doesn't really matter which actuator you have when it comes to the in-hand experience. This thing feels great. The grips are nice. They're not harsh or anything like that. It's a nice length. It feels like a traditional pen. I am left-handed, which is why I wear my watch on my right wrist. But yeah, this thing feels great, very well balanced, and I think it looks really good in terms of its design. Very clean, minimalist, in-hand ergonomics, again, very smooth, super smooth action, fun to fidget with, guys. The thinner profile also, again, gives it more of an in-hand feeling, closer to just a traditional pen, so it doesn't necessarily feel like some big hulking bulking thing, which is nice. Some of you might really like that, and this might not be the pen for you, or maybe you'd want it in brass so you can get it feeling a little bit weightier. To me, this feels really well balanced. It doesn't feel obviously like a spike in your hand or necessarily like a weapon of opportunity, right? Marine Corps. But you could absolutely use it for that, especially with this single body construction, which is really, really fantastic. Again, this little pusher here, very cool. I mean, machined to extremely high tolerance. Let's take a close look at that. Beautifully just contoured, beveled. The threading is all very nice. Even the inner works, guys, you can see all metal, no plastic. This thing is very, very cool. So very nice. Again, big shout out to Machine Era for sending this in. Definitely take a look. I'll leave their site links down in the description, guys. In terms of in pocket, nice and unobtrusive and compact. I will say that this clip is, it's a milled clip. The tolerance is very tight. So I'm somebody that likes to, put pens in my, let's say, breast pocket of a shirt if I'm wearing a button down. This is going to be very much a tight squeeze. So you're probably going to have this better served in like an EDC pouch or something like that, where it just kind of slides in. Model variants, titanium. Of course, you can get it with or without that blue anodized clip, or you can get it in brass with a non-anodized titanium clip as well. Comparable models, definitely a lot of solid machine pens on the market. A lot have been featured here on this channel. But you know what? It's hard to think of very many that really feel this well designed and executed. Like, this thing is nice. So yeah, I mean, I like the way it looks. I like the way it feels. I mean, what else is there? The way that it's constructed, all that is also highly, highly impressive. So for me, guys, bottom line, while the market seems to be more and more saturated than ever with these kind of custom machined EDC pens, the machine era field pen stands out, you know, with its extremely high level of fit and finishing. And again, that well thought out single body design. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. If you like the video, please do a like. And if you haven't already, please subscribe for more content just like this. Thanks, guys.